New season. What can we expect? I think a lot of fans have been looking forward to this. You guys have amazing track record.
Yeah, we've been chugging along for a while now. It's great to finally land here at the CBC and be they were expecting us. They were happy to have us, so it's great. We've got a great new season coming out. Some great crazy characters from all over the place, and we've got some shifts in the tides in terms of romance and things like that. So some great stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Anything you can contribute about what we can kind of?
Well, we've been talking about the romantic ongoing story that everybody is excited about.
Everybody wants to know.
And depending on whether people have seen the season finale of season 5, they should have done by the time we move into 6. They'll know that there's a big shift happening that people were waiting for, so that's kind of exciting. And so we move on into the new century with a kind of page turner. Everything's a bit different. Ogden comes back from having been away, and she's got a new job on the show, and we work together in a new kind of capacity. And so we're a little bit closer to being together. That's really what everyone wants to know, if that's going to happen. But of course, there's some challenges.
The universe
which we
conspires.
can't really talk about because that's what's going on in the show. You'll have to watch. There's some challenges, but we're working through them. But it's fun. Some really fun stuff comes out of those challenges. And like thinking back, like they may see Julia and William argue, for instance, like they never have before. There's a whole other element they brought in where they brought in some serious challenges, and so things get a little feisty.
Yeah, people working things out, which is
it gets very
real.
It gets very real at times, which people might really enjoy.
Yeah, you talked about Julia being away. She studied. She goes off to Europe and studies with Freud, and comes back and takes a psychoanalytical approach to the investigative process, which is great. That complements everything that William is doing and the police department is doing, and also comes back with a little bit more European flair.
That's true. Which you kind of see in the what was that? We have a nudist colony episode.
Oh, right.
Really?
Yeah, people will be fascinated by that one.
So in a way, Murdoch comes back with a little less this year in some episodes.
But yeah, Julia, everything had to do with sex with Freud, and not that that's what it's going to be about. But Julia brings a fresh perspective to certain things, different times. There's that. We have really great, great guests this year. We have
yes, you guys have the coolest guests.
We do, don't we?
It's amazing to see that you get political figures as well as lots of cool guest actors.
We have a great star from Downton Abbey this year.
Yeah, playing Winston Churchill, a young Winston Churchill and all his foibles. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Can't tell you much more about it.
Yeah. It's very satisfying, and once again, the writers have just taken it in all different levels, in directions. So when it comes to the Murdoch Mysteries, it's just sort of fascinating the ways, because we're talking about the flying episode.
Yeah, we have a lot of twists and turns.
Murdoch takes to the air.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a beautiful episode.
It's very cool. They actually put a lot of work into a huge sequence, and yeah, Murdoch takes flight. It's a lot of fun. The little bit of it takes place south of the border. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys have favorite elements coming up this season that you enjoyed playing? There's something that really.
There's something this is a total spoiler, so I can't go into it. But the finale of season 6 is very dramatic, and I had a great time playing this. But I don't think I can tell you a lot. But Julia gets into some deep trouble, and once again Murdoch has to save her. And,
we have a character that comes back, sort of arch nemesis, supervillain, James Gillies, that comes back and really decides to have his way with pretty much the entire cast, and puts everyone in a very very serious position. So I mean, the whole season's got lots of great ups and downs, but certainly towards the end there it gets pretty crazy.
Gets crazy, but it'll be kind of nail biting through to the end, which is fun.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
No problem.